in a separate video, I called out a security problem, and we solved that security problem using VLANs. We just had a switch that looked something like this, and then we put inside that switch some ports, thusly. And then we said, well, we're going to call this port here and this port here. We'll call those VLAN 2, and then we'll call these ports over here VLAN 3. All right, so we separated broadcast domains and we separated IP addresses. However, there is another problem that might come up. And let's take a look at it. Let's make two buildings over here. So I've got a building A and a building B. In building A, I've got a switch, and in building B, I've got a switch. Now, building A is going to be my admin, and building B will be production. At least for the most part. I'll get into that in a minute. So I've got some PCs hanging off of this switch. Since building A is my admin, I even have my router hanging off of this switch over here. I've got some PCs hanging off of this switch in building B, like that. And I'm going to tie these two switches together. All right, no problem so far until I start making VLANs. So let's take this. I'm going to make these, everything over here, all these ports will be VLAN 2. And over here, we'll say that these ports are VLAN 3. All right. So far, so good. In fact, I have no problem if I want to make this VLAN 3. I could call this port a VLAN 3 port, and everything that is sent out to VLAN 3 would go out of there and would go out of here. But now let's make that a little bit more complex. Let's do something here. I'm going to put an HR office, a human resources office, over here. And the PC in here, since HR is an admin, I want this port to be a VLAN 2. And to make even more make it even more difficult, let's make a VLAN 4 over here. And just for fun, let's put a VLAN 4 over here. Well, now what do I do with this port? The problem is this port right here. Because if I call that port a VLAN 3, then everything over here will come out as VLAN 3. If I call it a VLAN 4, it'll all come out as VLAN 4, and so on. So we don't want that. So what do? Well, we do something special here. We say this port here and this port here are not going to be typical access ports. Now, everything that a PC is hanging off of is an access port. Instead, we're going to call these trunk ports. This is a trunk line, and these are trunk ports. Now, there's something very special about these things. What's special about them is that they can carry any VLAN I want. All I have to do is add a little tag on here. That tag is going to say 2. This frame will have a tag that says 3. This frame over here will have a tag that says 4, and so on. So as these things travel across here, they're going to travel with a little tag on them. And that tag will tell this switch what VLAN that particular frame belongs to, and it can send it out of that VLAN over here. So this is the second use for a VLAN. Besides security, it also allows us to expand our network to multiple locations and have multiple networks within those locations and mix and match within those locations. It just makes things a lot easier to manage.